Hello everyone and welcome back to another video about Public Live Letter 77 and patch 6.4. In this video we'll talk about Variant and Criterion Dungeon, the new one for patch 6.45. It's less important than the other things, but still something to talk about because we got some gameplay in the Public Live Letter 77. In this video I will do a two-part video. The first part will be the slides of the Public Live Letter, so where they talk about stuff concerning Variant and Criterion Dungeon. It's mostly a reminder about how Criterion and Variant Dungeons works, and in the second part you can go on the timestamp or chapter I should call in the description for that. We will see some live gameplay. I will talk about things we can see during it, differences maybe, if there are some, with Tilden Dungeon. So for this first part, we've got the presentation of Variant and Criterion Dungeon number 2, Rokkon. So they started with an overview of what Variant and Criterion Dungeons are. For the Variant Dungeons, they are level 90 casual play for 1 to 4 players, 4-player party when matched. No role restriction, job change is permitted inside the duty, enemy strength determined by party size, and a route of progression branches based on player action. So yeah, you can, by the way, enter alone. You can explore the mysteries of Rokkon alongside a certain someone. We will see that just after. Experience a different story depending on your chosen path. All stories may be enjoyed via multiple playthroughs, and like in Tilden Dungeon you will have to do 12 stories, and obviously Yoshipi reminded that it would be more funny to actually find every path yourself. Variant actions, duty actions designed to compensate for role imbalance, access to at a time with the ability to change mid-duty. Actions have recast timers but no other limits on usage. That's for Variant Dungeons only. There are 5 types of Variant actions. So we have Variant Cure, which heals only one ally. It is an action that you can equip if you play a tank or DPS. Variant Ultimatum, that provokes nearby enemies. That's possible to equip it with tank, healer and DPS. Variant Raise revives one ally for tank and DPS. Variant Spirit Dart damages nearby enemies for tank and healers. And Variant Rampart for healer and DPS, which reduces damage received. For Criterion Dungeons now, it is a level 90 high difficulty challenge for 4-player parties. You can't go undersized. Party must comprise 1 tank, 1 healer and 2 DPS. Visually similar to Variant Dungeons, but overall structure, enemy strength are entirely different and route is predetermined and no NPCs accompany you. It is just a challenge thing, you know. Variant Dungeon is slow thing and Criterion thing is for challenge. Criterion Dungeon number 2 is another Rokkon, and there is its Savage version. Another dungeons are high difficulty by default, with Savage providing additional challenges. Parties of fewer than 4 players supplemented via matching for another Rokkon. Normal method of resurrection are prohibited, but each player is granted limited use of Variant Raise 2, which is a special action for Criterion Dungeon, which has single use, I believe. Defeated enemies do not revive after party KO. For another Rokkon Savage, it's only for preformed parties of 4, so you can't be matched. All methods of resurrection and variant actions are prohibited, so you don't have any raise. All defeated enemies revive after party chaos, and enemies become much stronger if not defeated within a certain time limit. So there is a non-rage event to adds. And after we have some screen, but I will show you the live version of the Criterion Dungeon or Variant Dungeon showing. And yes, this is this character that will accompany you, if you wondered. and another screen here to show that there are 12 paths to uncover again. And so we move on to the live about the Variant Dungeon. So the first little segment is about showing the menu, and so obviously you saw it before, but we got Hancock as the NPC for this new Variant Dungeon and Criterion Dungeon, but that's mostly Variant Dungeon. So at the beginning, as you can see, there are 3 portals. Just like in Sildin Dungeon, you had 3 initial ways, and Hancock is moving to the right one, so that's random. And I believe rewards will evolve depending if you follow him or not, just like the previous Variant Dungeon. So they will discuss a bit, but yeah, that's not...
歌いたくなる感じの曲なんですか？いやこの曲私歌った覚えはございませんが歌ってないですよね。
So Yoshipi will move to the path of Hancock, so the right one. We won't see the other ones, but that's fine. That gives us more chances to discover the other path. And so as you move to one of them, you have to go through a portal, just like that. You will be transported to a new area where you will have to discover your way to the estate. So you showed, in the trailers and footage and images of Mount Rokkon.
Onsen っていうぐらいだから山なんでしょうけど、ね、どういう風に展開されていくのか気になりますよね。敵が散っちゃったよ。確かに。散らした俺が悪い。で、減ったら、はい、ケアすればいい。あ、そうですね。で、敵の強さは突入人数によって調整されますので、1人で入ったときは1人用の難易度でランパをして、この形を見るとみんな、アンデンさん、アンデンさん。アンデンさん、大量にそうですね。お亡くなりになってますけど。すごいな、ハンコック。好きあらば前へ前へ。ヘイトがもうないと思った瞬間に前へ前へね。今だっていう形ですね。うん。なんかざわついてますけど大丈夫ですか？音が一瞬途切れたっていうコメントがありました。復活しましたか？はい。大丈夫ですか？でもあれですよね、トレーラーとか見てたり、前回もご紹介したスクリーンショットだと、お屋敷もあったりしたのが、この山から想像もまだ今のところつかないのでどうなるかすごい楽しみですよね。まあまあそこはね、だんだん分かってくるんですね。迫っていくんですね。で、今回ちょっと見どころなんですけど、はい。
So after you are done fighting the first bunch of monsters on that way, you can see the background here. Quite majestuous. Also, are you able to go to that tower on the background? Who knows? But that's really ridiculously looking great.
山を登っていっております。そうですね、グルポがはかどりますね。なんでしょう、そこそこいやらしい攻撃もしてきます。
そうですね。
油断してると、
まあでもこのぐらいはさ、
まあまあまあ、
なんかさすがにないと飽きちゃうだろうね。
はい。最大4人で一緒に取れますからね。
うん。全然気軽ですよ。
これは気軽ですよ。本当に。
So after you are done to fight the next bunch of monsters, you have to go on. You have to go on with your ways. And you can see that little dead tree. There is a figure on it. Hancock will interact with it, talking about it. And I guess you are not forced to press the button on it, and it will make the intermediate boss different if you press it or not. If that's like sealed in, at least. And so the figure disappeared after you interacted. Another thing to check here is where Hancock is going. There is another path on the right, and Yoshipi will show us. We have a little onsen, like hot water, with a very, very nice background again. So I guess that's a good place to take photos and like rest a bit before going on. I really love the landscape and wonder where are we? Because we are in the eastern, but where? So after that, Yoshipi went back to the right path, going up. Nothing much to tell about it, other than there is this little path here. Did it change? That's a good question as well. Maybe there is one secret links to that path. Or maybe it's Criterion dungeon stuff. And so we get to the boss, the intermediate boss, which looks like a ninja or shinobi. Yoshipi will obviously fight it. He will show the fight a bit. So I will comment that for you. So he's getting in the fight. The aggro seems to be on attack, and the area is squared. The boss, if that's like sealed in, will have similar gimmicks, so things that occur no matter the path, and some specificities depending on your path and your choice, like the figure we saw earlier. That's my belief. So we have a donut Ari, and I guess another one after. Oh no, that's lines. Okay, line and then pies, lines, pies. You have to remember the good order in order to make that mechanic, which is interesting. That's something we already saw before, but not bad. Some Sakura tree. That was a nice animation. And I guess it's linked to the next mechanic. I should have watched again. So on the left there is a blue potion, on the right a green thing. And so I believe the green and the blue and maybe other colors will make a change on the mechanic. And so that's all for the live of Rokkon, sorry. It was really interesting for me to watch that and discover it, because I'm really excited for this duty, basically. and so I hope you are too. I will cover everything I can about Mount Rokkon as we get news about it. It will get out on 6.45, so 2 months after the release of 6.4. And until then, we have some time to get ready for it and clear sealed in if you didn't already. Thank you kindly for watching. Put a like if you did like it, dislike if you didn't, subscribe for more, and see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.